Hi, welcome to Jeremy's Tech Channel, and today we're going to be discussing what is information technology and is it a good career move for you? My name's Jeremy, the channel's about tech, go figure. And if you clicked on this video, there's a good chance that you are searching and looking to see if information technology is a good career move for you. Maybe you're a young student, maybe you're looking at changing careers and making a move to information technology. Well, this video is for you. We're going to define what it is, kind of look at the scope of what it entails, look at what skills you're going to need to be successful in information technology, and make sure that it's a good fit for you. Don't let the gray beard fool you. I'm very young. Okay, so I'm not very young, but when I got into IT, when I got into information technology, most businesses would hire you based on your experience. I had just gotten out of the military. I was working at a corporate office for a home builder and was very bored doing payroll. Some of the IT guys was like, hey, here's a bunch of our old computers, fix them, learn, and when you get good at that, we'll send you on some of the jobs. Well, that's what I did. My garage was full of just busted up computers, and I would take pieces from this one, put them together, add in operating systems, added Linux, started to use different things to understand the ins and outs of a computer system, and they started taking me out on the job. And I learned hands-on, and that's how I got involved in IT. Even when I moved into positions outside of traditional IT, it still informed and assisted me in my job. My last position, I was a live production, post-production media guy. So helped with lighting, sound, video, all of those things. And everything that you use, your soundboards are connected through networking. Your lighting boards are connected. They're just a bunch of computer systems that need to talk to each other well in an environment, and you have to set it up safely and securely. So I still need that. So now that you got to know me just a little bit, let's go ahead and define what information technology is. Information technology is simply the application of technology to solve business or organizational problems on a broad scale. IT is such a huge term with so many things that are going on. It is massive. But the good news is that means there's a lot of places to learn, grow, and experience a huge amount of job opportunities and growth opportunities as a person. Information technology uses the computer systems to manage, process, protect, and exchange information. Small businesses, large corporations, schools, nonprofit organizations, you name it, needs that information technology to make things go today. Most, if not all, organizations use computer systems to deal with day-to-day tasks for communication, for security of data, for processing the data, and to be able to communicate with each other. There is a need for skilled people to understand how all of these systems work together. So here are some basic subfields in information technology that you need to be aware of that you can get involved with if your skill set matches here. You can get into software development. Maybe that organization has a specific program that they need. You could learn programming languages like Java, Python, C++. Then there's the computer systems and networking. So desktop support, design, development, and maintenance of computer hardware components, deploying these computer systems in different environments, such as an office environment. Networks, so design, implementation, and management of computer networks. And then network security, protecting the computer network and systems. You could get into data science and analytics. So data analysis, collecting and processing data, machine learning, developing algorithms and models to analyze data and make predictions, developing software for embedded systems such as microcontrollers and robots, Web and mobile development, designing and developing web applications and websites, mobile app development, mobile web development, cybersecurity as a whole, network security like we mentioned. This is just a few examples of the vast amount of field that is encompassed in information technology. Once again, in a nutshell, IT is applying computer systems and technology to achieve a goal for an organization. And most of the time that is dealing with data and getting that data communicated, processed, managed, and secured. That's what it is with such a vast, wide range of opportunities for careers. Let's take a look at some of the basic skills that you need to be successful in IT. And then you can look at if you can develop those skills, look at educating yourself to get those skills in place, and how to apply yourself in a job and a role that you will find fulfilling for years to come. You need to be a logical and motivated problem solver. Finding the problem, looking for a solution, and implementing that solution quickly. That is what is very important in information technology, any field. Another is management skills. Maybe you don't like being around people. I totally understand that. But being able to manage your tasks, being able to manage the tasks in connection with others trying to achieve a similar goal is going to be vital to your success in information technology. The more understanding you have of the systems and the specialized field that you are growing in, you are going to be dependent upon, and they may ask you to manage a team. You're going to have some leadership skills and to be able to do that for you to move up in an organization. Specialized industry knowledge. And what I really take that to mean is this. When I got started in IT, there was a certain understanding of what was needed in systems. And every organization that I was around, there was a local server system that everyone worked with. There was a local email exchange server. There was a local file server. Everything was local. And now businesses tend to mix local servers with cloud services, which is just data centers somewhere off location, or all off-site network services. Maybe they have their own off-site data center. But the point is things have shifted and changed. And so the way things work, the way things are integrated is very different than when I first started. You have to continue to grow in your understanding of information technology. The most important advice that was given to me about information technology was this: continue to learn, continue to grow, and specialize yourself. So the bigger the organizations, the more specialized you are. And it allows you to leverage that specialization for financial compensation and really help set you up for job security as well. An example of this is maybe you've taken a more specific role, like with Cisco systems, and you get their certifications and understanding of Cisco networking and systems. That is a very specialized field, an example of that you could take and set yourself apart from other people. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in March 2024, there are 8.5 million job openings in information technology in the U.S. alone. That is a lot of job opportunities. And I know people that are coming in and out of positions. It's a fast-moving environment as far as moving up, moving into different organizations to develop their skill sets. That's a personal choice. Maybe you want to stick with a company for 20, 30, 40 years. That's great too. But even in that scenario where you're looking at being with one organization, you still need to grow. I know guys that did not grow, did not learn a new computer language if they were a developer, did not learn about new systems. When we moved from Windows XP to Vista, they slowly got moved on in the organization because they weren't willing to move and grow with the times. And that was just within a Windows environment. But here are the specialized tech skills that a lot of employers are looking for in the big job search in information technology right now. Cloud security, JBoss application server, metadata design, integration architecture, distributed computing, information architecture, Apache Kafka, web services security, Salesforce integration, cloud computing. And then here are the skills that they are looking for. Some of these are soft skills. So communication skills. Can you communicate with a person? Writing, organizational skills, problem solving, planning, comp skills plus typing, research, Word plus Office, customer service, Microsoft Excel. So really they want people that are easy to work with. You may understand all the information technology systems out there. You would be crazy brilliant to be able to understand all the systems that an organization needs in today's environment. But what they're really looking for is someone that they can work with. Can you communicate clearly what you know to someone who doesn't understand IT? Can you help them solve their problem easy and efficiently? And that is where you're going to become successful in information technology. It doesn't matter what field you choose. It doesn't matter what interests you the most. Information technology is vast and wonderful. As long as you understand computer systems to manage, process, protect, and exchange data and information, and how all of that works together, you are going to be good to go. So a simple IT environment is this. You will have computers in an office. Maybe there's 10 computers, desktop computers. They've got a tower and a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse. And those are connected together through a network that is set up. You probably have a server room or a network room or a rack room that has all of those things interconnected together. There's probably printers, maybe a server for the security camera systems. And you've set up security systems in place to keep all of those things connected well together in that room. And maybe there's a customized piece of software that they use daily in their office, and you have a developer, a software developer, and programs for that office. They may have specialized requests for security, for access to the server, access to other computer systems that they need. And all of this talks together, and everyone's communicating with each other, and everyone is working together and making an organization run smoothly. That is your job. Your job is to make sure information is nice and safe and quickly and easily communicated to each other through computer systems. And in today's environment, you've added in cell phones and remote work. So there's even more opportunities to learn and grow in information technology. Is this a career you should search out? It looks like there's a lot of jobs available, and it looks like there's a lot of fields that you can specialize yourself in to give yourself a good financial foundation and a good career path to move into. Here are just a couple of quick stories to kind of help flesh out the kinds of things that you might experience working in IT. To give an example of some crazy things that you might have to do working in IT for an organization. I used to work for a home builder and did desktop support there for a while. I had a call from someone who was at a model home. That means it was not in our location. It was in a remote location where we were building new homes. And it was a salesperson. And the salesperson calls me and says, my computer won't turn on. It was a blank screen. I can't get it on. And I was like, do you see the power button? I had to describe what the power button looked like. And she's like, I'm pushing it. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. It's broken and I don't know how to fix it. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll drive out there. This was in Austin, Texas. So sometimes traffic can get a little hairy. So I drove an hour and a half out to this location. I brought an extra computer. This is back in the day where you would have your monitor, and then Dell had these systems where you could stick a small thin tower directly behind that computer. So monitor, computer right there. Okay. And I walk in, I brought extra tools. I'm like, I have no idea what this person is saying so I've got to bring everything I can think of why a computer wouldn't work. And then I went ahead and brought an extra computer to switch it out and just make it easy and then fix the computer later. And I walked in, I was like, let me do something. I walked in and I touched the power button on the tower and the computer booted right up. And she was like, what did you do? She was touching the power button on the front of the monitor and did not realize there was another power button for the actual tower on the back. Now, on today, all of these all-in-one computers, that probably wouldn't be an issue. But here, this person didn't even realize there was another power button, and I drove an hour and a half out to push a power button to make sure that their computer would run. There's two ways to look at that. Either A, I wasted a lot of time, right? Because it was going to take me an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back to push a power button. Or two, I got to support and help a person learn something new, get their computer going, and they think I did something amazing and all I did is press the power button and show them where the power button was. And sometimes you're going to have to work different hours to ensure that you can maintain, upgrade, and update your systems outside of work time. If the office closes at 5, you may be running an update, running an upgrade, or running some sort of maintenance after office hours are over so that you're not interrupting the workflow of the business. So that's something to keep in mind. You might be working odd hours as well to make sure that that works for you. I hope you enjoyed some stories, some encouragement, an understanding of what information technology is, the vastness of it, and to see if this might be a field you want to consider as far as your career choice. If it's not, no problem. But I think it's a really great place to start. And honestly, like I mentioned earlier, it is creeping into all fields of career choices. So having a baseline and an understanding of information technology is only going to benefit you, whether you're a teacher or a mechanic or a sound engineer. It won't matter anymore. Technology is all around us, and being able to support it and support your communities and your organizations that you work for is going to be a very rewarding job. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.